Hello everyone. Today I want to share my views on English grammar. In English grammar, I want to share my views on narration part 2. As you all know that earlier I have discussed the rules of narration part 1 in the previous video, in which I have discussed the many rules of narration and some important points also. But before starting the topic, I want to share that if you are the first viewer of my channel, then please subscribe my channel. Okay, so let's start the topic, rules of narration. Okay, there are some other rules for narration. Some of the exceptional cases are given below, and in this video I want to share the rules of narration, some exceptional cases, and assertive sentences and interrogative sentences, how to change the rules of narration in that sentences. Okay, so let's start the topic. Some exceptional cases are given below. Exception number 1: if reporting speech has universal truth or habitual fact, then there is no change in the tense. Okay, if there is a universal truth or habitual fact, then there is no change in the tense. Okay, for example, our teacher said the earth is round. Our teacher said the earth is round. It is a universal truth that earth is round. So when it becomes the indirect speech, it becomes our teacher said that the earth is round. It becomes our teacher said that the earth is round. Because it is a universal truth, then there is no change in the tense. Okay. Number 2, Rajiv said to me he plays with right hand. Rajiv said to me he plays with right hand. Then when it becomes indirect speech, it becomes Rajiv told me that he plays with the right hand. It is a habitual fact that he plays with the right hand. So it becomes like that. Rajiv told me that he plays with the right hand, and it is a habitual fact, and there is no change in the tense. Okay. Exception number 2, if reporting speech has past historic fact. If reporting speech has past historic fact, then there is no change in tense. It means that there is some historical fact, there is no change in the tense. Some examples are given below. Indirect speech, our teacher said Ashoka left war after the conquest of Kalinga. It is a past historical fact. When it becomes indirect speech, it becomes our teacher said that Ashoka left war after the conquest of Kalinga. It means that there is no change in the tense when there is a past historical fact. Okay. Exception number 3, if reporting speech has two action to be happening at the time, when there is no change in the tense. When there is a two action happened at the time, there is no change in the tense. Okay. For example, he said my wife was making lunch when he was studying. When it changed into indirect speech, it becomes he said that his wife was making lunch. His wife was making lunch when he was studying. He said that his wife was making lunch when he was studying. Exception number 4, if reporting speech has some imagined condition. When there is some imagined condition, when there is some imagination, then there is no change in the tense. For example, she said if I were rich I would help him. She said if I were rich I would help him. When it changed into indirect speech, it becomes she said that if she were rich she would help her. She said that if she were rich she would help her. Now the exception number 5, if reporting speech contain had third form to infinitive would, could, should, must, might, ought, etc., then there is no change in the tense. If there is a would, could, should, must, might, ought, or third form had, then there is no change in the tense. Okay. For example, she said to me you should obey your elders. She said to me you should obey your elders. When it becomes indirect speech, then it becomes she told me that I should obey my elders. She told me that I should obey my elders. There is no change in the tense. Okay. Now these are some exceptional cases in the rules of narration. Now the assertive sentence. the rules of, in the rules of narration there is some assertive sentences also, and I will discuss here assertive sentences. Assertive sentences are those sentences that makes a statement. Assertive sentences are those sentences that makes a statement. It may be positive, it may be negative, false or true statement. Okay, statement like negative, positive, false or true statement, any type of statement. Okay, so assertive sentences are those sentences that make a statement like a positive, negative, false or true statement. Okay, the rules of change in narration in assertive sentences. Rule number 1: if there is no object after reporting verb, if there is no object after reporting verb, okay, then there should be no change, there should be no changed. Okay, number 2: if there is some object after reporting verb, if there is some object after reporting verb, then say is changed to tell, and says to tells, and said to told. These are very important rules. Number 1: if there is no object after reporting verb, then it should not be changed, and if there is some object after reporting verb, then say is changed to tell, says to tells, and said to told. Okay. Number 3: according to the context, said to can be replied by replaced by replied, informed, stated, added, remarked, asserted, assured, pleaded, reminded, reported or complained. Okay, and rule number 2: put conjunction that in place of inverted commas. Okay, that is used in place of inverted commas. Number 2: change the pronoun of the reporting speech as enlisted earlier. Okay, before discussing the examples, I want to say that if you like my video, then please subscribe my channel. Okay, and if you are the first viewer of my channel, then please subscribe my channel. Okay, some examples are given below of assertive sentences. Okay, number 1: she says, I am writing a letter to my brother. She says, I am writing a letter to my brother. Then it changes to, she says that she is writing a letter to her brother. She says that she is writing a letter to her brother. Number 2: she says, I was not writing a letter to my brother. She says that she was not writing a letter to her brother. Okay. Number 3: she said to me, I shall sleep now. She said to me, I shall sleep now. She told me that she would sleep now. She told me that she would sleep now. Okay. So these are some assertive sentences, and if you like my video, then please subscribe my channel, and thank you.